Okay. All right. Welcome back to the semifinal match of Anderson High School versus Snider Varsity Overwatch. Um, we're here again with our team playing Snider and um, are ready to see if we can't turn our fortunes against this team. A uh, an exciting match that hopefully will propel us into the finals. So um, right now they're setting up. It looks like Nepal, and so we'll see what the team comes out with. Taking a look at the roster today, looks like we still have Chivalon on support and Little Vapor Up on tank, Passive Noobs on tank, and Rectangle Man is not here today, so he won't be able to participate. Dopamine is damage tank, and Yano is on support. Pineapple damage and Nanohana damage and Jing on support. Now we've had a lot of roster shakeups recently, so we'll have to see if they actually go with those roles. It looks like today we're starting Nanohana, Pineapple Yano, Dopamine, Lil Vapor Up, and Chivalon. And the only one that we are pretty sure that the supports here would be Yano and Chivalon because they don't usually play much besides that. And Little Vapor Rub is typically a tank. So the other three, okay, it looks as if we've had a change in roster just now. It looks like we've had a sub. Little Vapor Rub has been subbed out for. Looks like maybe Jing was not in there, or maybe it was Dopamine. Dopamine is in there. So I'm not sure if that means maybe we're going to see some more tank work out of Dopamine, perhaps. That might be the case. Um, Certainly, we have Pineapple on DPS most likely, and then Nanahana has been playing a little bit of tank lately, but also sometimes is playing DPS. So we'll see what happens. the Looks as if the teams are still trying to get that lobby set up correctly. Um, I think that both teams are ready though, so we'll just see when it's going to get started. Um, so, assuming that we win today, we would move on to the finals next week. That'll also be a Wednesday. Um, should by some strange chance we not win today, then this would be the end of the fall season, and then we'll pick it up again in the spring. The team will probably be trying to enter several tournaments during the Christmas break time, but it will be more informal as many of the players are going to be traveling and doing other things over break. But often they'll play uh, at least practice over that time period, and uh, and hopefully try to get into a couple um, of tournaments during that time. So um, that's just trying to get ready for the second season. Also, interesting information came in this last week actually. It looks as if the uh, spring championship may actually be held in an arena, the Notre Dame. So it's going to be an interesting time there. Also, we probably will see some shakeups of the divisions as there's a good chance we may end up adding a few teams to our division um, so that there's more variety in the teams we play. So yeah, a lot of interesting things going on right now in Overwatch at the Indiana State competitions. It looks as if we are actually still locked in a pause. I think I'm going to go ahead and put us at intermission until maybe we have a chance to resolve whatever problems are. So don't leave us yet, but I think we'll take that. All right, looks like we're back. We have gotten off of the. We've got all the problems worked out, and I think now we're ready to start. We're going to be playing Nepal here, especially. I'm not totally sure now what's going on. Something has begun a little early, but anyway. So Nepal is a map that tends to favor the early um, brawl there on point. And once you have point, you do have high ground to some extent, not, at least middle ground. And so it does favor getting there quick and really brawling it out and winning that first one. Um, so we'll see how our team decides to play that. Looks as if we are of a May playing today. Ryan, maybe? And looks like a... oh, interesting. We do have Yano on Baptiste. Dopamine is playing Zarya again. Jing on McCree, and then looks like our Lucio is going to be Shivalon today. So he's going to be taking everybody, looks like up the left side. Following our tank, Nanahana here. Looks like, oh, and they were already there before us. Jing got firestruck and destroyed. So that little burst of speed that we saw Snider have really made a difference as they closed in on that small tunnel before we could really deal with it. They are converting something though, so yeah, that by trying to convert point, they did send somebody back there, and that did cause a us to be 6 on 5, which actually favored us and allowed us to flip that point relatively quickly. Looks like Lucio is tracking down a throw backside. Let's go and see how everybody else is doing. Korea's trying to pick a little bit of a range. Looks like we're playing high and kind of trying to hold them out of that room. A lot of damage in there, and we're gonna have to see if we can heal this up before we lose somebody. Oh, a gigantic shatter there. That's gonna be a problem. We lost 2, we're down 2 now. And we're down 3, and looks like that is gonna flip right back, so. All right, well, let's see, May is back up again. That was a massive shatter. We do have a grav coming though, and let's see, it looks like we got window. And we've also got Deadeye. Again, coming through this little hole, we'll have to see how. Wow, that was a team wipe entirely there. Not totally sure why we are going to try to force the issue in that little window. Seems like maybe trying to go main or something might be an option. But we are ahead. Well, we got a pick there on their Reinhardt. So now, okay, looks like we're winning the fight. They're going to be staggered no matter what here. All right, and okay. Oh, it looks like they do. Something else is happening over here. Not sure how we lost that. We really did have an advantage. I'm really not sure what happened. I think we got split up and they were able to take us down there. Real shame too, because we played that really well. Well, it seemed to me like that the team really had an advantage there towards the end. I did not see what happened. It caused us to lose that fight. We were up with 2, and we were just trying to clean up. And I think somehow our team may have gotten spread out as they tried to pick things. I don't know, but unfortunately, the first part of Nepal does go to Snider, and we'll see what happens here next. Okay. Again, we'll have to see if they try to match speed with us. We're not amping speed to get to point. It would be interesting to see if they get there before us. Okay, they're running a Pharah now against us. Okay, very brawly again, but looks like we're still kind of playing in moments. Now that Reinhardt looks like he's out of position slightly, so we might be able to take advantage. Looks like we did take advantage, but we lost. One of our players fell, but we are up. It's like we're going to go to point. We're going to try to flip it here. Fortunately, now we lost our Lucio, but we also have some speed there, so we ought to be able to catch back up and set up high quickly. Okay, and it looks like we're going to try to play this high ground again. And that Ryan is injured again, so we'll have to see what happens. Oh, and that peeking through that little corner with the ultimate was that Pharah, who'd been setting that up for a while. That's going to be a problem, but we did pick up about 30%. 28 looks like. So we'll try to set it up again and see if we can't match their aggression. looks like well, looks like that amp speed was um, just not enough to get them past. May end up needing to deal with the increased damage that they've been putting out with their Pharah, and we are unfortunately unable to match that same damage put out because we do run a May. We've got a all right. Looks like we've got a pick there. We've got 2 picks there. So again, is going to be a. Oh, looks like our Lucio got a little bit out of position and paid the price, but we are going to flip this. Looks like we're going to have to play. And we're getting out again, but and they push us all the way back to spawn. We're going to have probably one more quality team fight here, so we're going to need to really see if we can't, you know, win this through, and then try to hold on for a little bit. That Pharah is really causing us problems, and she gets us from behind. Yano goes down from behind, and they're using bolts left and right. Oh, and that's going to do it. All right, so the ability of the Snider team to build ults quickly and use them at the right times, and set up, you know, things like this here with our, you know, just the grabs and window together. It just makes it really difficult to deal with. That was fantastic. But it looks as if we are, you know, able to at least play with these guys. All right, well, we're down 1-0 now, so let's take a look at the intermission screen for a bit while we wait for them to set up for the second round, which is going to be Nimbani. We have played this team in Nimbani now 3 times, and they have a lot of clever, um, you know, setups that they run, a lot of strats that people. Now, it looks as if maybe they'll be flipping their roster just slightly, and we'll have to see what they decide to do.
Traveling to Mumbai. The true enemy of humanity is disorder.
All right, we're back. Looks like we're on attack here in Numbani. Um, hard to say what the strategy is going to be here for us. Right now, I see a sim and a bastion. Looks like Ryan Zari is again our comfort pick here. I do, however, see that maybe we're making a support change as, if I'm not mistaken, I think I see, yeah, Yano's now on Mercy, and I assume that means that Chivalon has moved to Bath. Let's see. Or maybe, there he is. I figured that's what they would run it. Okay, so let's see where they do. They're gonna go underneath. Looks like we've set up a teleport. And we're going high ground, it looks like. Okay. High ground with Ash on the top side. Okay, we're making that turn. There's a monkey comes in. Lots of healing coming in through here. Okay. Oh, and Ash takes down our Rhine with a slow burn of dynamite. All right, well, that didn't work, so
Winston reporting. Soldier 76. Saddle here.
now it looks like our switch here to May and McCree is going to put us behind in our old charge, but in the long run may be the right way to go. Looks like our that pick that we just gave up is going to be a problem. Wow, they already have a ult. Okay, it looks like we're mulling around. Maybe we're not sure exactly what our plan is here. It's hard to say. Okay, our monkey's back. Let's just see. Okay, and there comes the monkey ult, and we lost 2 in that. And looks like we're going to lose some more. And we jump off the map to save a little bit of ult charge against the opponent. All right. Looks like we switched to an Ana here. Yano on Ana. Maybe for the higher healing. So we actually have 2 main healers now. Hard to... boy, I tell you, there's so much damage coming through there so quickly. Our monkey goes down. Our...
30 seconds remaining.
Well, 30 seconds. We haven't actually hit the point yet, so it's going to be interesting to see what we can do here. We have a Junkrat kind of off by himself here.
10 seconds.
And it looks like we're 5v6 on this one. Alright, so looks like we now have a shot at this as we... Looks like their monkey gets another ult. We got 2 down. 3 down, 4. Looks like our Zarya is still alive, but just barely. And looks like we did, in fact, drop the this one as well.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
All right, well, as we run back on defense, um, it's going to have to be a complete and full hold for us to be able to pull this out. Um, actually did get no tick at all, so it is going to be a very daunting task here. They're going to have to build up ults very quickly and use them effectively if we're going to have any chance of holding this full.
Teleporter is online.
Try not to get yourselves killed out there.
Looks like our sim is kind of trying to set up a little bit.
4, 3, 2,
She's got a teleporter.
attackers
I think maybe she's setting it up.
Sent to
Defend
the place.
objective A.
Oh, I see. She's going to set it up on the other high ground. Okay. Oh, playing high. Okay, looks as if. Okay, they actually. Well, it looks as if the other team has decided to use our strat, the one that we used just now. But we're way more effective at coming in aggressively and just destroying that high ground as quickly as they could. And it looks like that is that. We do not have to play the last round in tournament competition. So I think we are going to be losing this 2-0 today, and then congratulations to Snider, who will move on to play the winner of the Penn Carmel matchup.
Job well done.
And thank you for joining us today. And again, we'll try to get you back here in some of our matches second semester when we pick up again. And thank you for joining us this semester.